And we're back. Fifth goal. This is where we at. Kick-ass GMAT. Excuse me. Really good master's programs, right? And he recently just did. So congrats for my friend there. But what I realized as time went on through this year is that I do not want to study anymore. I realized that my bachelor's doesn't have that big of an effect of whatever I'm gonna do in my, jobs and whatnot. It's a lot more about experience, and it just seems like everything else counts more than a degree, more and more as time goes, to be honest. So I realized that the only way I'm going to get a master's in is sorry. The only way I was gonna get a master's is one, if it's paid for some way I get into a program of any kind that my master's is completely paid for, I'll go do it. Especially if it's if it can pay for a prestigious college, then I'll take my time and I'll take that route. The other way of business where they straight require a degree, otherwise I can't enter it. I don't even know any place like that. If that happens, then I will consider it. Okay. The difference between that and how I did my bachelor's is that when I did my bachelor's, I was a complete different person. Obviously, well, I am now too. But the meaning is, I did the other way around. I finished high school, and now the next part is it's like a bachelor's degree. So I just went to New York and I need a bachelor's degree. Now I finished my bachelor's. I went on to my next adventure. Like, oh, what I'm gonna do now? The difference between that and how I want to do my master's is, I'm not just going to do my master's and then try to figure out what I should do next. I will do whatever I want to do. When I get stuck at a point that requires a degree, that's when I'll go back and do the master's. So I would like to just cross this goal off now, and by that what I mean is that if I cross it off, it means that I have no intention to achieving it. Like this thing right here, the backflip, I'm not gonna cross that off, because just because I didn't achieve it doesn't mean I don't intend to achieve it in the next few years. But bachelor's, master's, I just don't see myself coming back to it. Moving on, workforce. What do I say? Get one internship, get one job, have a good profile. This basically means that when I started in here, I was doing one internship in my country. It was Bongo BD. It was like they're trying to copy Netflix in my country, which is pretty amazing project right there. Anyways, I planned to come back to America, get one more internship, and then get a real job. Okay. Now I accomplished that goal in September. I got an internship there, so that was my internship, and then my job was towards August, September, where I worked for T-Mobile for 3 months, and I put my views on it as well in other videos. But that was that. I quit that. I feel like this role right here is an overkill, because after T-Mobile I went to 2 other jobs and I quit that shit, and now I'm actually working somewhere I fucking enjoy and making money more than any other things that I have been involved in. So I am truly grateful and proud of myself in this aspect. For the win. Moving on. Brothers, teach the 3 how to follow goals, better grades, and continuing strength and growth. Successful. Okay. Sweet. I achieved that while I was there in my country. Wait, I just mumbled there. My goal here was to teach my brothers how to set goals and teach them few basic things that are important in terms of exercise. So squats, pull-ups, and then introduce them to creativity such as music and whatnot. I'm happy to say here that I put the star there because I taught them how to set goals and got them addicted to gym and working out even harder. They were already they're already sporty, they're playing sports, but I wanted them to be a true athlete, like play sports as well as weight train, strength train on their on the other days. So that was being done really well. So I put a star there. But as time went on, this got even better because my smallest brother went on to win like 3 medals because he got really into swimming. Just cause I made him write down little goals about how much he wants to get faster in each stroke. He was already decent in swimming. He kept going with it because he wrote it down. I believe that's what sparked it. At least I would think so. And he won 3 medals in his whole section. It's not just his grade. He's the middle grade out of 3. I think it's primary, and he did really well. Second brother is addicted to guitar now, which is perfect because I wanted one brother, even if he's not too much into sports and working out, I wanted them to be damn good at a musical instrument, and he's playing 3 to 4 hours of guitar every day. Perfect. Lastly, my oldest, the one that's right after me, he's went completely into strength. He's squatting about 100 kgs now, 105, 100 kgs, which is like a bit more than twice what I squat. So it goes without saying that he was already stronger than how I was when I started, but he's doing really well. So that's again one thing I'm really proud of. It's good, get them on the right way, and it can really give them a head start because I started this whole journey when I was in college. They're starting it when they're in freshman and 10th grade, and the little one is starting it in primary. Anyways, next, 5 rounds of boxing. The first thing I want to say about this is that out of all my goals, I feel like I did the best in this in terms of consistency. In everything else, there might have been weeks or a few months that went gaps. I did not pay too much attention to how I've been following. I was too busy or whatnot with other things and other aspects of life. But with boxing, I was able to just go through the whole year boxing without much gaps in between. There was never a time that 1 month passed and I didn't box. I was boxing in my country. I have a punching bag there. I'm boxing here. I'm in the New York Sports Club. A friend of mine, Curtis, who I really give honor to for helping me throughout this whole journey for boxing, because he's my padding partner, he's my sparring partner, and we help each other do that. My main goal was to reach 5 minutes. 5 rounds of boxing, okay? And I made a video about this not too long ago as well. When I accomplished that, I've been sparring all this time. I never went towards getting this goal accomplished. I never shot it to reach 5 rounds. When I did, I made it. I did get beat up pretty bad, especially because I was recording and that guy went harder. But the point is that my goal was reached because I wanted to reach 5 rounds without giving up. Every other time before that, I would give up because I was too tired or just dizzy from getting hit after 3 rounds. And that's where the new benchmark is for me, 5 rounds of boxing, and that's what I will do every time I spar. Yeah. I don't even know what number this is, but Dragon Ball Z abs is what I called it. Basically, I meant 6-pack abs, very cut. Now, I didn't reach this goal at one point. At any point of the time that as cut as I would like it to be. But I want to share something about 6-packs. I don't want it to sound like I'm saying this is the truth about 6-packs. How much time do I have? I have like 2 minutes. Okay. But what I'm trying to say here is it deals with vitality. Okay? Different people have different levels of vitality, energy. I consider myself to have average or maybe a little bit below average vitality. If you will know you have this if, for example, if you have sex and it makes you a little bit, takes a little bit energy away. There's people out there who can have sex and they feel better to go to the gym. They feel more pumped, and it makes no sense to me because I'm like, how's that even possible? If I have sex, I feel tired. I feel like my aggressiveness has been toned down for at least for a day, for that day. So Having that said, if you have low vitality, I feel like after a certain point, if you're trying to stay below 5% body fat, you're going to have to cut out carbs. That's just the way it is. You're going to have to cut down on carbs significantly. You're going to be eating mostly meats and vegetables, and you're going to look damn good, but in my experience, was a little weak. I would get fatigued. I would get lightheaded more quicker. When I stood up really quick, I would get lightheaded much more frequently. So I stopped it. Around the middle, when I was just eating protein and vegetables at one point for a couple of weeks, I was really cut, but I'm happy the way I am now. Much more energetic, much more vital. I can work out. I can wake up 6:30 a.m., keep going the whole day, do all my rituals, go take on the whole day with all my work, come back, rest a little, and then I can go again. It almost feels like I can go to the gym twice, eating what I'm eating now. But having that said, it's not like I have a flab over here. It's just not a six-pack. It's fine. Okay? It's gonna be fine. I enjoy it like this. So, not too annoyed about this. Gonna cut it right here. Last part coming.